In this video, I want to talk about something that's it's a touchy subject, and before I go into it, I just want to say that I am not a medical doctor and this is not medical advice. This is just what I would do if I was in this situation. So, if I had cancer, like let's say I had cancer today and I wasn't eating a raw food diet today. Let's say I was eating a standard North American diet and I got cancer today. And let's say I didn't know what I knew about raw food and all the things I do know. Let's say I'm just brand new and I got cancer. I would probably not know that I had cancer. Maybe I was feeling some pain though, so I'd go to the doctor and I'd say, "Hey doc, I got this lump on the back of my head. Can you check it out for me?" Doc would check it out and he'd be like, "Ah, seems fine. Seems fine. Doesn't look cancerous. Are you feeling any pain or is it discomfort at all?" And I might say, "Yeah, actually doc, I came here because it's kind of uncomfortable. It starts to throb every now and then. It gives me a bit of a headache." And he'd be like, "Alright, I'm going to check it out again. I'll send you to a cancer specialist." So then I'd probably go to the cancer specialist, and the cancer specialist would check me out and they'd be like, "Alright, we took some samples. We'll send you back home and we'll give you a call in a couple days with the results." I'd probably go back home, and next day after, they'd be like, "You need to come in immediately. We need to get that removed. We need to start doing chemo ASAP. That cancer is it's active and it's looking bad. You got to come in and get surgery now." So I'd probably feel very, very fearful, and I'd feel very pressured to go get surgery. And I'd probably think, well, of course, why wouldn't I do surgery? Everyone who has cancer, that's what they do. They go do surgery. That's just what humans do. And this is the greatest, latest technology. We're in Canada, man. Of course they're gonna save me. And I would just think it's some fluke occurrence. I just so happened to be the one to get cancer at age 27, or however old I was at the time. So I'd be like, "Alright, well, can you give me more information on the surgery, or can you give me some options? Like, what kind of options do I have here?" And then they'd say, "Hey, you either do chemo X or chemo Y." And I'd be like, "Alright, well, I'll do chemo X." And they'd give me an illusion of choice there, the two options. But anyways, I'd go do some chemo, probably, and I'd get sent out, and I'd no longer have that tumor there, because it would be surgically removed. But then what would happen, because I hadn't changed anything else, all I did was go get surgery, all I did was remove the tumor, then what would happen a couple years later, maybe 4 or 5 years later, if I don't change anything else in my lifestyle, if I continue doing what I did up until that point that led me to getting the tumor, what would happen is I'd probably get another tumor somewhere. Maybe I got it in my jaw, or maybe I got it in my chest or something, or maybe I get colon cancer now, or maybe I get bladder cancer. So now, by this time, hopefully I learned about the raw food diet. And what I would do this time, having learned everything I learned about the raw food diet over the past few years, since having that last cancer scare, I'd realize that, hey, cancer can only exist in an acidic environment. In an alkaline environment, cancer cannot continue to grow. Cancer dies in an alkaline environment. Cancer can only exist in an acidic environment. Therefore, I'm going to do whatever I can to put my body in an alkaline state. I'm going to go immediately for green juices. I'm going to alkalize. I'm just going to do straight green juice for a few days. I'm going to cut out all the other crap in my life. Nothing acidic whatsoever. I'm going to have green juices. And maybe I'll have some, some fruit or whatever, some grapes or some apples and bananas and whatnot, mangoes, papayas. But I'd probably fly to Hawaii, and I load up on the green juice and the fresh fruits. I just alkalize, and then I would also remember, hey, not only can cancer not exist in an alkaline environment, but it can't exist either in an aerobic environment, in an environment where there's lots of oxygen present. But cancer can thrive, it can grow in an anaerobic environment, in an environment where there's not much oxygen. So I would do my best to do my breath work. I would do some deep breathing. I'd go for walks in nature. I'd inhale the deep forest air, the deep jungle air. I would do some rebounding too. I'd get the lymphatic system moving. I would pump the blood. The blood carries oxygen. And I would just move the blood around. And again, these are things that I probably wouldn't have done leading up to the point of getting cancer. So I'm doing things now that are pretty much like a surefire way of eliminating and preventing any future cancer in my body. the rebounding and the deep breathing and the alkalization with the green juices and the fresh fruits. And then I would also realize, and I would remember something I heard about the law of attraction, and that is, we get into our life whatever we're feeling most. So I would do my best to change the way I was feeling, and I would do that by changing what I'm focusing on. So instead of focusing on all the cancer everyone else is getting, all the diseases everyone else is getting, and feeling sad and sorry and upset and worried and anxious about all the disease in the world, I would focus instead on what the healthy and happy people are doing. What are healthy and happy people doing? And I'd want to surround myself with healthy, happy people. I'd go to festivals. I'd go to the Woodstock Fruit Festival. I'd go to the Denmark Fruit Festival. I'd go to the UK Fruit Festival. I would do my best to surround myself with people who are eating and living in a healthy way. I would read a ton of books. I'd read The Live Food Factor. I'd read Ann Osborne's book, Path to Paradise. I'd read the 80-10-10 Diet by Doug Graham. If I read them once, I'd read them again. I'd read The Grape Cure by Joanna Brandt, a book that was written about curing cancer with grapes. And I would just saturate my mind with these positive, uplifting, proactive books and videos on YouTube. I'd watch a lot of Dan McDonald. I'd watch some Don Bennett. I'd watch some Chris Kendall. I'd watch some John Kohler. I'd watch Doug Graham. I'd watch Ann Osborne. I'd watch people who I knew that were cool, man. People that I knew who I'd want to go hang out with. People that I knew would never get cancer. And I would surround myself with people who understood what I was doing. If someone didn't understand what I was doing, I would say, sorry, I gotta go. Or I wouldn't say anything, I'd just go. I just go live my life the way I want to live it. And I would just do everything in my power to feel good, knowing that when I'm feeling good, good things happen. When I'm feeling bad, bad things happen. So do everything I could to feel good on a daily basis. I would definitely start meditating. I'd meditate first for 1 minute, and the next day I'd be like, you know what, I did a minute yesterday, I'm gonna do 2 minutes today. And then after a week or so of doing these short little meditations, maybe I'd bump it up to 10 minutes. I'm gonna sit for 10 minutes. These past week has felt so good, man. I'm gonna do 10 minutes today, see how that feels. And from the effects of that meditation, I would be like, wow, I'm gonna do 20 minutes. Then maybe I'd fall so in love with meditation, I'd start making YouTube videos about it, and then I'd go to a meditation class and maybe get a meditation mentor, meditate with people on Skype. I download the app Headspace on my phone and just listen to that every day. I'll listen to audiobooks too to keep my mind on track. And if I had a 9-to-5 job or something, and I didn't like it, I would switch jobs immediately. I would start doing something I actually enjoyed, even if it was a pay cut, you know? I'd go work at the fruit shop instead of working at McDonald's, or I'd go work at like the gardening shop to be surrounded by plants instead of working at some desk job. I just do the healthier job, even if it pays less, because I would prioritize my health, because I wouldn't want to die. But if I did want to die, then I wouldn't do anything, wouldn't change anything. I'd just keep going down that path. But this is the story of a person who wants to change, a person who wants to get better and heal. And I would, you know what else I'd do? I would also kind of ignore and put off anyone who's telling me what to do, because I would want to find out these things for myself. You can lead me to water, but you can't force me to drink. I'm a horse. Humans are horses. You can lead them to water, but you can't force them to drink. And when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When I'm ready to find something out, I'll find it out. When I'm ready to take action on something, I'll take action on something. I'll take inspired action. So instead of getting people to tell me what to do, I'd, you know, seek out people who are inspiring me to do. I'd let people's actions speak louder than their words, as they do. And then once I healed my cancer and it never grew anymore, I'd go back to the doctor and tell him my story and just say, please doc, if you feel inspired, you can share my story with your other patients. Here's a little pamphlet I wrote about like the summary of my experience. Here you go. And you send him a few photocopies of that, and I start making YouTube videos about it and just telling people how I cured and reversed my cancer. So that's what I would do if I had cancer, man. The reason I'm making this video is because I got an email from someone. I'm not going to say his name, but he got an email, and the subject of the email is my mom is sick from cancer, how do I get her eating raw food? is we're considering moving to India for a while to heal with Western medicine, because we're considering moving to India for a while to get away from the Western medicine attempts, because the chemo is highly toxic. Yeah, chemo is highly toxic. It is proven to, you know, remove some cancer, but it doesn't remove the cause. So just like with these plants right here, if I want to get rid of this mint plant, I say, oh look, there is a green leaf here. I'm gonna just remove this leaf, and I'm gonna keep removing these leaves until there's no more leaves there. And then the tumor will be gone, the cancer will be gone. The mint leaf plant will be gone. But what I won't be able to see is underneath this soil right here, these soil bits, is roots that go deep, man. The root cause is beneath the surface. So just like with cancer, when you remove your breast because you have breast cancer, you're not really removing the cause of the cancer, you're just removing the symptom. You've got to get to the root cause, you've got to go beneath the skin, you've got to get into the internal organs. There's a lot more I can talk on this topic, but maybe I should make another video if you guys are interested. Anywho, ciao for now. Peace out, much love, and hope to see you in more videos in the future. Adios.